Welcome to a new video. In today's video, we are going to talk about handling time zones and date manipulation in Python. Dealing with dates and times is something you'll often encounter in data science, especially when working with time series data or logs from different parts of the world. First things first, Python has a built-in module called datetime that allows you to work with dates and times. So let's go ahead and import. We will directly import datetime here. The datetime module provides a variety of classes and methods to help you manipulate date and time objects effectively. Before we move into time zones, let's quickly go through some basic date and time operations. This will set the foundation for more advanced tasks. So let's start by getting the current date and time. We will say current datetime is going to be equal to the datetime.datetime, and we are going to use now method here, and let's print current datetime, and we are going to print this. Okay, let's see this separately. Let's get the date and then we are going to get the time. Let's say current date, and we are going to use current datetime.date and print this. And if we want only time, we are going to say current time, current datetime.time, and we are going to print this one. Here it is. Here we fetched the current date and time using the datetime.now method. We then separated the date and time components using the .date and .time methods. Now let's talk about the time zones. If you are dealing with data from different geographical locations, you will have to convert dates and times to various time zones. Let's import Python time zone here. Here it is. So we are going to work with time zones here, and let's get the current time in UTC. We will say UTC now datetime.datetime again now, and we are going to use PyTimeZone UTC, and we will say print UTC time, and we will use UTC now. So let's convert this to the Eastern time. We are going to say UTC to Eastern. We are going to use UTC now again, and we are going to use as time zone Eastern. Here it is. So let's print this as Eastern time. Actually, my bad, we need to first to define the Eastern here, as Eastern is going to be equal to the Python time zone, and we will say United States Eastern. Now it's going to work. You can see how the hour changed in here. To work with time zones, we will use the Python time zone library. This library allows us to work with time zones effectively. First, we fetched the current UTC time and then converted it to Eastern time using the asTimeZone method. Sometimes you will want to present dates and times in a more readable format, or in a format that's required for a specific application. So we are just going to cover that, but firstly let me get the current date time again, since we are going to work with that. So let's format the date time. We are going to say formatted date is going to be equal to the current date time, and we are going to use string ftime. We are going to say year, month, day, then we are going to say hour, minute, and second here. And let's say print, actually I need to write that lowercase, formatted date time, and we are going to use what we created. Here it is. I've used the strftime method to format the date and time. Here Y represents the year, M is the month, D is the day, H is the hour, M is the minute, and the S is the second. You might also need to read dates and times from a string and convert them into datetime objects. So how we can do that is, let's just create date string, and let's say 2023-09-07-14-30 and this, and here it is. So let's check the type of it, and we are going to parse this date string here. As you can see, it's string, but now we are going to say parse date is going to be equal to the date time dot date time. We are going to use strp time date string here, and we are going to give the format the string as we will say year, month, day, and we will say hour, minute, and second. So let's print this. Parsed date time. Actually, let's just remove the underscore there and give it a space, and let's say parse date here. So this time they're both same, but we have the type of date time in parse date. Great. Here the strp time method is used to parse a date string into a datetime object. The format specified must match the string exactly. That was all for this video. We have covered basic date and time operations, time zone handling, and formatting and parsing dates. Thanks for watching my video. I'm creating content about programming and data science, so if you're interested in these topics, you can subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.